Hey guys, and welcome! It's Tuesday again, so I will give you an overview of the new weekly missions in Battlefield 2042, the new All-Out War and Portal playlists, and also the changes in the item store. But let's start with the weekly missions. These are very focused on specialists and their abilities this time, and this makes them harder to complete than the last few weeks, cause it completely pushes you out of your usual playstyle and it messes up the game flow in each and every match and mode. And that's very frustrating, but let me show you the missions first. So in section 1 you need to inflict 100 damage with Ranger or Boris Sentry Gun, disrupt 5 enemies with EMPs or Rouse Cyber Warfare Suit, and capture or neutralize 3 objectives. Then in section 2 you need to kill or spot 25 enemies as Pike, spot 50 enemies with Casper's recon drone or do spot assists with it, and earn 6 intel or wingman ribbons. And in section 3 you need to destroy 8 vehicles or equipment and do 25 kills and assists with armored vehicles. For the bonus mission you simply need to do kills and spottings again. And just by reading the missions, you can probably tell already that there's a horrible spam of Boris Sentry Guns and Pikes on the battlefield at the moment, followed by players sitting in the spawn screen waiting for an armored vehicle only to camp inside the spawn with it. And of course these are all things that happen in Battlefield frequently and that are part of it, but not at the amount that is happening this week. So I gotta be honest, I'm at the highest level of frustration with the game today, not only because of the missions but also because of some other issues, but the missions just added the rest to it. This will probably be the first week where I will not complete all of the missions and will miss out on some points, even though this might cost me my tier 1 badge. Maybe it will get better after a few days when most of the players have completed the missions, but at the moment it's a pain to play. Nevertheless, I will of course give you some tips on the missions as usual, and I hope I did not discourage you too much with my complaints. Maybe your experience on the battlefield will be completely different than mine. So for the damage inflicted with either Ranger or Boris Sentry Gun, I would recommend to use the Sentry Gun, cause Ranger is a pain to play and deal damage with, but if you want to try the dog, you can find a video on how to use and command it on my channel as well, which might be helpful here. With Boris Sentry Gun, however, you should have done this mission within a short time, especially if you stay inside the green circle around it to activate Boris Trade, so the turret will work more efficiently, and if you take the repair tool with you to keep it alive a bit longer. Then for the enemies disrupted, I would recommend to use RAW, as this is a lot easier than using the EMP grenade, because with the Cyber Warfare Suit you can simply hack enemies on a wider range very precisely, and that will not only disrupt them but also spot other enemies around them. Just do this 5 times and the mission is done. For the kills and spottings with Pike, you can use both of her abilities, which is the active EMGX scanner, and the passive ability where all enemies she deals damage to get spotted as well. So even if the scanner is on cooldown or the enemies are further away, you can still spot them with the trade. In addition, I would recommend to take smoke grenades with you to make it harder for the enemies to see you. The spottings and assists with Casper's drone should be easy and self-explaining, so just hover over an objective and do the spottings. And for the ribbons, you basically need to do the same, cause for the intel ribbon you have to do spottings, and for the wingman ribbon you have to do assists. So these should be completed on the side while you do the missions with Pike and Casper. The equipment or vehicles destroyed should also be relatively easy, especially right now when so many players are using Boris Sentry Gun, but even if you do the missions later, you will always find a sentry, shoot down sentinel or spawn beacon to destroy, and even smaller gadgets like ammo or med crates and the proc sensor count, so don't forget to shoot them as well. And then for the 25 kills and assists with armored vehicles, you need to be in one of the tanks, cause nothing else will count. If you do kills with one of the transport vehicles like the MAV or LATV, it won't count. Or kills done with a helicopter or from a gunner seat of an aircraft, nope, won't count. Only the few vehicles of the armored category count for this mission, and saying that this is a pain to do is an understatement. Especially since another mission is to destroy vehicles, and there are only 2 modes available at the moment where vehicles are even in there. So if you are the one lucky person to even get a tank, you will be in the focus of all enemies trying to do the vehicle destroy mission. But getting access to a tank is a lot harder, and since Portal is filled with infantry only modes this week, the only chance to get this mission done is in the normal Conquest or Breakthrough modes. If this is as frustrating for you as it is for me, the only thing I can recommend is to complete the mission with a friend on your own Portal server, cause that's definitely the best way and the more relaxing one, especially if you need the Battle Pass points for the badge or to complete the pass. For me this didn't work unfortunately, cause I can't see my EA or Origin friends anymore at the moment, but maybe it works for you at least. In All Out War, Exodus Conquest has returned once again and might help a bit with the missions if you enjoy playing Conquest, and in Breakthrough there is still Flashback Breakthrough available, but this week it was changed to Infantry only and all vehicles were taken out of the mode. In Portal there is SMG Rush and 2042 Infantry Conquest available again, and both of the modes have been in the game before, so you should know them by now. And then, last but not least, there is the item store, and even here nothing has happened this time, at least nothing new. And there's only a 20% discount on the 2 cosmetic bundles Ice Cold and Back in Black, and if you missed the pre-season of the game completely, the Back in Black bundle might be interesting for you, since it includes some of the cosmetics that were available as weekly mission rewards back then. But the discount is only available for the complete bundles and not if you want to buy single skins from them. And that's it for today. I hope this video was still somewhat helpful for you and you will have a better time completing the weekly missions than I had. And if you enjoyed it, don't forget to drop a like or a comment below and subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for more content like this. Until then, thanks for watching. I'm the Catwoman and you are awesome.